In every myth there is a memory, in every tale a truth. This is Timeless Tales. In the time before time, when God still whispered to kings and the world was young, there was said to be a mighty island, rich in gold, teeming with power, and protected by Poseidon himself. Atlantis, a name cloaked in salt, myth, and memory. Not a legend to the ancients, but a story passed down through temples and tablets, a real place lost to the sea, and it begins with a name etched into philosophy through the voice of one man, Plato. Plato wrote of Atlantis in Timaeus and Critias around 360 BCE. He spoke of a civilization far beyond the Pillars of Heracles, a mighty naval power with vast riches. According to Plato, Atlantis flourished for thousands of years, only to be destroyed in a single cataclysmic event. But Plato's account wasn't just a legend. He claimed it was based on historical fact, passed down by his ancestor Solon, who had heard it from the Egyptians. Could this be a forgotten chapter in history, or merely a tale woven by Plato himself? Plato's depiction of Atlantis is incredibly detailed, a sprawling island with concentric rings of water and land, a capital filled with temples and statues, and rich golden palaces. This great empire, according to Plato, conquered lands across Europe and Africa. But Atlantis wasn't just a place of grandeur. Its people were known for their wisdom and strength. Yet over time, their hearts grew corrupt. Their pride and ambition led to their undoing. In one fateful night, the gods punished Atlantis, sinking the island into the depths of the sea. Many scholars believe Plato's account is allegorical, a cautionary tale, warning against the dangers of pride and excess. However, Plato was insistent that Atlantis was no myth. He attributed the story to the Egyptian priests who told his ancestor Solon about the great lost empire. The Egyptians, according to Plato, had records detailing Atlantis' existence, records that predated even their own civilization. Could this have been an ancient memory preserved through time? Or was it simply a myth that took on a life of its own over the centuries? While some regard Atlantis as a story of fiction, there are those who believe it to be a real place. Could Atlantis have been the Minoan civilization, centered on the island of Crete? The Minoans were an advanced civilization known for their art, architecture, and naval prowess. Around 1600 BCE, a catastrophic volcanic eruption on Thera, now known as Santorini, led to a massive tsunami that devastated Minoan cities. Some have theorized that this natural disaster could have been the event Plato described, leading to the downfall of Atlantis. Others argue that Atlantis wasn't located in the Mediterranean at all. Some point to the Azores, a group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean, as a possible location. The Azores lie on an ancient tectonic fault line, and underwater surveys have revealed strange formations and anomalies beneath the waves. These underwater structures have led some to speculate that a lost civilization once thrived in the region, only to be swallowed by the ocean. Is Atlantis hidden in the deep waters of the Atlantic, waiting to be discovered? But perhaps Atlantis wasn't a single place at all. Many cultures throughout history have their own versions of a great flood, a massive cataclysm that wiped out entire civilizations. In Indonesia, the legend of Lemuria speaks of a great lost land. In India, Kumari Kandam is said to have been an advanced civilization, swallowed by the sea. In Native American traditions, flood myths abound, speaking of a time when the world was cleansed. Could all of these stories be memories of the same ancient event? The flood myths of the world suggest that there was once a time when humanity faced a cataclysmic event. These tales, passed down through generations, may hold fragments of a lost history. In fact, many ancient cultures spoke of a time when the world was much different than it is today. Atlantis may not have been just one civilization, but a shared memory of humanity's rise and fall, a warning for the future. Could we be repeating the mistakes of the past? Perhaps Atlantis is not just a place to find, but a concept to understand. It serves as a reminder that civilizations can rise to great heights only to fall when they forget the lessons of humility. The destruction of Atlantis could symbolize the fragile nature of human achievement. And as we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, what will be our legacy? Will we too be forgotten beneath the waves? As we gaze out at the sea, we're reminded that there are mysteries yet to be uncovered. The story of Atlantis may be lost to time, but its legend lives on. An echo of a forgotten past, whispered by the waves. The quest for Atlantis may never end. But perhaps the true treasure lies not in finding the island, but in learning from its story. Atlantis may be gone, but its lessons remain. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the annals of history. If this tale sparked your curiosity, please like, comment, and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of the past. Until next time, stay curious.